I want to teach you today how to use that affinity you have unconsciously for the better. Yeah. So unconscious bias. Unconscious bias. When we talk about unconscious bias, we are referring to the attitude or the stereotypes or the prejudices that people hold at a subconscious level, often without being even aware of them. You may not even be aware of the fact that you have this attitude toward a particular thing. Now, contextually in trading, you may not understand that you have an attitude toward a particular pair, toward a particular setup, trading setup, or toward a particular structure. That once it comes, yes, there is your confidence without even considering other factors. All right. Now, these biases can influence our judgments, our decisions, and our behaviors in various aspects of our trading journey, such as I mentioned earlier, your trading setup, your trading strategy, or your risk management. Now these unconscious bias affect these decisions to buy or not to buy, to sell or not to sell, or to wait. Do I wait or do I take the trade? Do I wait or do I just go on with what I can see? At least my pointers are saying that this trade is going on a buy, or this trade is going to sell, because the recent or the most powerful supply zone is going to be mitigated, or it has been mitigated, and the change of character has confirmed that I should take those trades. Now, this is an unconscious bias, and oftentimes you may find out that this may not be the case. You may take the trade, and that is why some traders will say you can do everything right and still fail. Yes, of course, you can do everything right and still fail. Now, if you agree that you have done everything right and you have failed, then that has highlighted my topic. That has highlighted my subject, which is unconscious bias. Your bias over that particular trade setup was that it must buy or it must sell, but there are other factors which you decided to shut the eyes of your mind to shut the ears of your mind to, and then you find yourself losing those trades or being induced to take trades that you were not supposed to take. They can lead to unintentional discrimination against the things you are looking at. Now, we talked about taking the trade. You took the trade. Now, what about waiting? You are procrastinating. What about procrastination? You were supposed to take that trade, but you say no. My pointers are not complete. My pointers are not telling me that these trades are going to be okay. That it is supposed to come to the fair value gap and mitigate my fair value gap. Then before it continues buying or it continues selling. Now, there are 40% of market structures that do not retrace. Once there is a change of structure or change of character onto the upside or to the downside, those trades do not come back to retrace. Do not even respect your Fibonacci. So what do you do? Do you lose the trade, or do you, by fear of missing out, just rush and enter into the trade? Now, this is where I am concerned about. This is what I'm trying to teach you today. So when you recognize and address unconscious bias, it will help you to take your profitability onto the next level. It will help you to become an institutional trader. You at the retail level will be trading with the big banks. Why? Because you have learned the art of combating your unconscious bias. Now, let's talk about some forms of unconscious bias so that you may look for yourself. I'm going to mention some forms of unconscious bias that you may look for yourself within, and then I will suggest ways or strategies that you can combat them. First of all is affinity bias. Number one, affinity bias. Now, people tend to have a keen look over other pairs than the others. Why? Because volatility. Maybe he was consistently profitable with GBP JPY because of the volatility for some time, and then he would develop that affinity to GBP JPY. If last month he was also on GBP JPY, trust me, he must have burned this account. Okay, that's by the way. The affinity bias is one that connects you to a particular pair or particular trading strategy. You don't want to let go. Even if you recognize a flaw or you discover a flaw in your strategy, yet you don't want to let go. Why? Because it gave you $30,000 some times ago or $50,000 some times ago. All right. Now this is affinity bias. You have this strong connection with what? With Nasdaq. You have this strong connection with US 30. But bro, we are here to make money. Just make your money and get out of the market and go and face other businesses, right? This is all about trading. You are not supposed to have separation anxiety. If today your broker will say they are not going to be sponsoring US 30, they don't have subscription of that. All right, that's by the way. Now, one is confirmation bias. We tend to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs and ignore information that contradicts. I want to come again. We tend to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs. The information that confirms our existing beliefs, or we also ignore the information that contradicts them. This is disastrous to your lifestyle as a trader. Your belief system about trading is that once there is a change of character, when a fair value gap has been created, that market is coming to mitigate that imbalance. When the market comes back to mitigate that imbalance, then definitely we are in for a long buy or a long sell. This is not always so. Because if you look at USD card, when it started from the beginning of October, you will see there was a change of character to the upside on Friday. On Friday 29th of September, there was a change of character to the upside, but the imbalance that was created was never mitigated, and the market kept on going until it reached a week low, a week high. Now when it reached a week high, it formed another change of character, informing us that it is trying to come back. It is trying to come back and mitigate our demand zone. However, that did not happen. A trade creates some inductions by equal lows and equal highs, and it continued to the upside. Now, your confirmation bias must have kept you waiting, or fear of missing out must have pushed you to enter into the trade, right? Now, this is disastrous to your life as a trader. Either of the two that I've mentioned, you will lose money. Why? Because you have this unconscious bias about your confirmation setups, right? Number 3, stereotyping. Stereotyping is an unconscious bias often involved in making assumptions or generalizations about a particular movement in the market. Now, why is gold buying? Gold is buying because, if you may want to answer the question, you may say because we are in the last quarter of the year, and in the last quarter of the year, gold is always bullish. Gold is always bullish. In fact, materially in the market, the Indians are holding gold as we speak for the festivities that may come December, that may come January, that may come in November. Now, this is what we call stereotyping. But at the end of the day, you may find that gold, as long as it may go bullish, there are days that it may go bearish. It may go bearish. Now, this is called stereotyping. You have stereotyped that particular market, and then when you go bullish at the market, it goes back and keep haunting your stop losses. This is not cool for you as a professional trader. All right. The next one is what I call halo effect. Now, halo effect is going to come with horn effect. Now, halo effect is when you form a positive impression about a particular pair or a strategy, and then attribute other positive qualities to them, regardless of evidences showing you that, bro, there are flaws in this strategy, or this particular pair has been very, very volatile. So let's sit it out. Let's sit this one out and wait for when the market is stable. But because of your halo effect on GBP USD or Euro USD, you find out that you will always want to take trades, even when the market is not stable. Now, this is the opposite of horn effect. The horn effect is you have lost money on CAD JPY, so you don't want to take trade again on CAD JPY. Why? Because you have a negative impression of it, because it has hit your stop losses times without number. It is called horn effect. Horn effect. You don't like this pair because you have lost money on it. You like the other pair because you always make money on it, or because the trading volume is much. Everybody trades GBP USD. Everybody trades Euro USD. So why am I left back? I want to trade that. I am not going to trade Euro AUD or GBP AUD. Why? Because the trading volume is not much, so the movements are not as volatile as they could make me richer and Dangote in the next 6 months. All right. Now, this is what you have put yourself in as the horn effect, unconscious bias. You have caged yourself in what? Unconscious bias. Now, we would talk about that. These are the forms of biases. These are the few forms of biases that we are going to cover in this video. And when we come back for part 2, we will talk about other biases like attribution biases, conformity, and the rest of them. Then on our third video, we are going to be talking about the strategies, the surefire strategies that has helped me for over the years, through the years of trading, to be consistent, to be profitable, and to stay on top of my game in the market. See you soon in the next video. Don't forget to share, subscribe for more. Thank you.